Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chill Event Movies. My name is John and this video is going to be part one of two videos that I filmed with my good friend John Hall, or Hallgos73, and when he came over he brought me some stuff which was like a subscriber mail and also some stuff that I bought off him for a very reasonable price. So thanks once again, John, for that. I really do appreciate that, mate. And so this video has been split into two. The whole video is 1 hour long, so this first bit is what I actually got off John, what I bought off John. And the second part is going to be what John gave me in a sort of subscriber mail. So that's coming up soon. But first I'd like to do a bit of an unboxing. So yeah, so this come the other day. So I'm going to get into this. Nurse, scalpel, thank you. I'm really surprised at how quick these are coming from the US. And the thing I've got today is the 4K of Halloween 3. Now this will go with my other two 4Ks that I've got, Halloween and Halloween 2. So I watched these two back to back the other night, and yeah, I've got to say that I've always been a fan of these movies, but more about that experience on what I watched at the end of the month. So Halloween 3. The 4K of Halloween 3, which I'm going to get into here now and see what's inside, but just check the corners as you do. Excellent. Any rattlers? No. So let's get this open. Should have been a microsurgeon. So again, you've got that amazing slipcase. I think that this is the best part of the packaging for this these sets, these Halloween 4Ks. I have heard excellent things about all the movies, although I'm not familiar with 4 and 5, to be honest. So this is Halloween 3, the case, in good condition. So in here you get the Halloween 3 Blu-ray, and you also get the Halloween 3 4K. I'm going to change the cover around, although that's an excellent cover, that. So I've never been a particular fan about this artwork in general, and I've also never been a particular fan of this movie in general. It wasn't until I got the subscriber mail off Keith from Euphoria Pictures, and he gave me the Blu-ray of Halloween 3 just to check out and see. You finally got to get and watch this movie, put all cast all the demons to one side about when you went to the cinema in 1982, and it was like one of the worst experiences ever, finding out that Michael Myers was not in this film as you were sat there on the seat waiting for this movie to start, expecting to see Michael Myers throughout. So for the 90 minutes or whatever, we just cursed the screen. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly check this out and see what I think of this picture quality. So I'll be back in a moment. So I've just checked this out, and I've got to say there's a scene in here which was the one that I wanted to check out because I knew this one looked spectacular on the Blu-ray. Actually, this Blu-ray looks really nice. And it's when they go into a town, and the town sort of got these chalets that are painted, and they've got some pink outlines on these chalets, and I've got to say that they just it looks sensational. And also at that point, the picture, the colours of the people, what the clothes the people are wearing, and also their skin tones and everything in it is just absolutely unbelievable. So for me, I haven't watched this movie yet. I'm going to watch this movie tonight, which is strange because I've just watched this one recently. Now, from vowing never to see this movie again when I saw it in the pictures, to say that now I'm going to watch it twice in 1 year, and also I bought this on 4K as well. So this now goes in the Halloween collection. I'm very familiar with Halloween 1 and 2. I've watched them a lot of times. Halloween 3, well, I've just said, this is me just getting familiar with it. I do think it's a great film, although it's not a Halloween film, but never mind, we'll not go into that one. And I just think it looks sensational, as all of these do. And I'm so glad to pick this up. So initial thoughts on this before I watch it is I can't wait to watch it. The sound as well, it's Dolby Atmos, and the sound on all of these sounds brilliant for what it is. It's not thumping bass, but you can definitely see there's an uptick in the sound quality when you flip it from normal sound to Dolby Atmos. So yes, so that's Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. So my Halloween 4K collection is steadily growing. Okay, so here's part one of what John Hall brought over to me when he came over last week.
So as I said in the intro, this is going to be a bit of a first for my channel. The fact is that when you get a subscriber mail from somebody, it gets sent through the post, you open it, and you show people what you've actually got. But actually, John has brought some stuff over as a subscriber mail to me, and he's actually here, and he's going to give me the stuff as opposed to me opening it. So I think this is going to be a first, well, for my channel it is anyway, and I hope this is going to be quite enjoyable and quite a bit of a new thing for you. And the fact is, it's great to have the person giving you the stuff and telling you sort of a bit about it, and also because some of the stuff I might never heard of. And John's got this sort of big sort of library of knowledge that you'll say, oh, what about this movie? And I said, I've never heard of it. So, you know, there's a lot of times that happens. So anyway, so really what we're doing first of all is, as last year, I don't know if I'll leave a link down below to the video of last year when I got some stuff off John. You remember when you sent that stuff over?
Oh yeah.
And I opened it, but John wasn't there. And this is going to be the Friday the 13th box set, which was the thing that John gave me at a really good price. So there's a couple of titles in here that John's given me at a really good price, and he's going to show you what they are first, and then he's going to take us through the stuff that he's going to give me as a sort of subscriber mail that he would have sent through the post, but he doesn't need to because he's here. So anyway, John, so yeah.
Well, okay. Well, first of all, I'd like to say thanks for tuning in. Hope you're all doing well. And I wouldn't say I was a massive fountain of knowledge on films, but it's nice of John to
well, you know a lot more than I do.
Talk me up as much. So, you know,
no, you do.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, just give me a second. We have the Scream Factory UHD release of John Carpenter's slasher classic Halloween.
I know.
When I received this disc in the post, it was had a loose disc inside the case, which I absolutely hate. I know it happens from time to time, but I've had more than my fair share of these loose discs over the years, and I just can't get away with them.
Rattlers.
Rattlers, exactly.
Rattlers, I
can think of other things to call them, but I'm certainly not going to say anything here. But no, so hence, if it's John has his first refusal as always. So.
Well, as you know, I did sit on the fence with this whole Halloween thing for the 4Ks, because I have got Halloween on 4K, the UK one, which it's acceptable, don't get us wrong, but I've heard some great things about the Scream Factory one. I've got Scream Factory Halloween 2, which is outstanding. We just looked at that one, haven't we? And it looks amazing.
Superb.
Yeah.
Superb.
I've got Halloween 3 coming. I've just ordered Halloween 4, and Halloween 5 will get bought, even though I don't even think I remember watching it. And I know that you were saying, John, it's not one of your favourite movies, Halloween 5.
I'm not a big fan. I'll go parts 1 to 3, and that's about it. So
what do you think of part 4? Yeah.
No, I wouldn't buy it again. No.
Oh, right.
I think the last time I had the Anchor Bay steel tin DVD edition from Morpham.
All right.
Quite some time ago. I think around about 20 or so years ago. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But that was more of an impulse buy at the time, because I brought the steel tins of 4 and 5. Again, more an impulse buy because they were limited and they look cool. But now I'm a little bit older, I certainly wouldn't invest in parts 1 and 5 again. I'll go as far as parts 1 to 3, and that's about it.
Right. And you've always been a big champion of part 3, and you know how much of dislike I had for that for the longest time.
Oh yeah, I mean the thing is with part 3, I mean yes, I mean we all know it's the one without Michael Myers in it, and that's why a lot of people hate it, which is understandable. I mean it is a Halloween film after all, so I expect to see Haddonfield's favourite bogeyman.
Well, he is in the film on a TV, you know, when they're playing it, so he is in the film, you know. But yeah, we were incensed at the cinema, but never mind, I'm over that now.
But I think the thing is, the trick is to enjoying Halloween 3 is to not to think of it as a part of the Halloween franchise. Of course it is, which is, you know, it's fair enough, but really if you think about it as a horror film in its own sense, you know, personally I find it a lot more enjoyable. It's a bit like, say, like Manhattan Baby, the Fulci film. If you go into that expecting a full throttle gore fest like you would normally get from Fulci around about that time period, you're going to be disappointed. But if you look at it as a low key, like a lesser Fulci effort, it's an enjoyable film, and I do like it.
I enjoyed it.
You know, so
but it's not gory.
No,
it's especially that's at a time when Fulci was at his height as well. You never thought he was going to take his foot off the gas, but he did with that one. Although it's an enjoyable movie.
I think you've got the bird attack at the end. I think if I remember rightly, that's probably the goriest part of the film, if I'm not mistaken. But no, I enjoy it. So yeah, definitely.
So Halloween. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, on these ones, I'm just going to open it up very quickly, and I'm going to hopefully keep the shrink wrap on because that's the way I do it. as you know. I try to do it, and should become a neurosurgeon or something. I'll ask Deborah to get us a job.
Well, study harder than mine, I would think. Yeah.
I'll just do a massive like spine slash on it.
Oh yeah.
Should put my glasses on for this, you know.
Yeah, those rigid slip cases always do to me.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Oh, you're lovely.
You know, I mean, Howie, you just look at these things and you think, I don't know why. Why do you think that? Why do you think that Halloween just gets a bit sort of a bad deal over here? You know, when you get like a box set, you just don't get a Halloween box set over here.
I know. It's well, that's where imports come in handy. You know.
Yeah. You must have imported some stuff in there over the years, there.
Oh yes, more than I like to think about. But again, when you're a collector, it's what you do, you know.
So yeah, it was the Blu-ray, right? You're right, John.
Ah, right, okay. So
it's the Blu-ray of the original Blu-ray. You know, the color timing.
Ah, right. The controversial one, was that the one?
Yeah, well, they were saying, you know, how they had the one that's too bright or the one that's not.
I know the one.
Autumny enough. No, there you go.
Well, the main thing is the UHD is fine.
Oh yeah. No, brilliant. Thanks very much, John. Appreciate that. That's okay. Going on the shelves with Halloween 2. Looks nice on the shelf.
It'll fit right in. All right. The next item from my good friend John here is the Ip Man parts 1 to 4 UHD box set. To be honest with you, the reasons I picked it up, thinking in error that the Blu-rays included had to be mastered 4K transfers, only to discover to my horror sometime shortly after that wasn't the case. So again, that was a bit of a rash decision, bit of a schoolboy error made by myself, but would be, you know, it hasn't been the first time, won't be the last. But again, as you can see, it's got the all 4 films. It has the, I believe, booklets and poster, I believe. So you've got, yeah, UHD, 4K discs and the Blu-ray discs as well. So pretty stunning package. I would have kept it myself, like I say, if I had remastered Blu-rays, but unfortunately it doesn't. So it gets, to be honest, a better home.
Well, there you go. So that's to be honest. When John got in touch with me, he said, "Would you like it? Would you like to take it off my hands?" I was like, "Yeah," but I didn't even know about it. Because I'm a big fan of Ip Man, as you know.
Yeah.
And I thought, there's a 4K out.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what I get back to saying when John gets in touch with us and tells us here and there about something that he's got. I always say, I didn't even know that thing existed. But I'm so eager to see this on 4K. And it's not in the UK, hasn't got it at all, is it? No?
I don't think so. I think it's just Blu-rays at the moment, I think. I could be wrong, but... So
what I'm going to do is, John, I'm going to quickly see if this will work. Okay. Do a little, because sometimes you can keep the shrink wrap on if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Other times you can't. And I haven't done anything heinous yet with these. Yet.
Hopefully not now.
Yeah, especially caught in camera. Reckon a box set. So what do you think of these movies, John?
I've seen the first 2 and I enjoyed them both. Yeah, I mean, Donnie Yen's always worth a watch. You know, he's one of the few old school stars still going. It's, you know, always good to see the old masters still at it. You know, and it's.
You're right there, like.
I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing parts 3 and 4 in due course. You know, so it's always
got a thin box in there, but I don't mind that actually in a box set.
It's always good to see Hong Kong films get this kind of treatment. You know, more so all the other stuff as well. Like I said before, the likes of Eureka and 88 Films have been doing fantastic work.
Oh yeah, they have, haven't they?
And of course now we've got Arrow. You're making inroads into it. You know, with the Shaw Brothers box set.
That's right. That's a phenomenal box set, isn't it? It's going to be like maybe the box set of the year.
That's something I like as well when you buy a box set and the actual discs themselves are sealed as well. I like that.
Yeah, something you don't often see that, do you?
No.
I like that little attention. Tell you what, that this poster is really thick.
Huh?
Yeah, I thought I was going to say there's more to it. Don't know if I'll be able to get this on this. Look at that. Is it double-sided? Yes, it's double-sided. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh yeah. No, I prefer that side. That's the one I like.
Is that one there?
Yeah. When he's training against the wooden dummy on fire.
That's a nice quality. That actually, it's one of the better qualities I've seen, because sometimes you feel like that.
It is heavy as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and you've got your booklets. If you haven't seen these movies, you really got to see them.
Oh yeah,
they're at the next level. Even if you're not a fan of martial arts, you will have a good, because it's like a very much of a human story to this one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's not just you know, I mean, yes, the martial arts fights are fantastic, but it's not just it's more about the, you know, the characters as well as the action.
And I think it's not 100% historically true.
I don't believe it is. No.
To play around with it a touch. The fact that Ip Man in real life, he was or Yip Man, he was a lot older.
Yeah.
And when he gets to the last film where he plays him as an old man, he's kind of nearly much the same, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not taking anything away from the thing. Deborah liked that, because Deborah's a big fan of Ip Man. I think that's where her love for the martial arts did. Oh, yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Right.
Brilliant. So those were the things that John had got in touch with us for a while ago, actually, and said, you keep them one side for us if I wanted to buy them. I said, yeah, and like I say, he offered us a great price for it as well, so can't thank you enough for that, John.
No, it's okay, no problem.
And they come to a new home, even though I've just a good home, even though I've just nearly dropped them. It's like anything, you get some out of the box and never go back into it. So yeah, so it's really good, the fact that I had no knowledge of what this looked like. I just knew that you told us it was there, and I didn't know there was this was a thing. So that's another big plus of it, to think, wow.
The only big question is where you're going to put it on the shelves.
It's quite a way, so it's got to go on a lower shelf, actually, John, if I'm honest. So that's the things that I bought off you, John.
So my Halloween 4K collection is steadily growing. Once again, John, I can't thank you enough for what you brought over to me. And stick around for part 2, because you won't believe the stuff that he actually gave me on this next video. The video is going to be about 40 minutes long, and it's full of chat. It's full of just us speaking about these movies in general and just chit chat. So I'm excited for that one to come out. So that'll be coming out very soon. So once again, thank you for watching, especially you, John. You take care, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.